Hey everybody, welcome back to another Pilates mat work class with me. Today's class is going to be mat work with the foam roller. So that will be the only prop that we need today. I will say, make sure you grab yourself a glass of water. We are going to strengthen, we are going to lengthen, and we'll feel really, really well moved after this, this class. So when you're ready, listen to your body as always, and let's head on over to our mats and we'll get started. So coming on over, we're gonna take our foam roller so it goes lengthwise down onto our mats. And we are just gonna come shimmying our bum to the very edge of the bottom of the foam roller. And then we wanna bring our spine so we come lying down on that foam roller. So we've got everything. We've got pelvis, spine, and our head, our cervical spine is nice and supported here. So let's start with our arms just up in line with our shoulder blades, middle finger in line with our armpit. We're gonna take an inhale, and on your exhale, I want you to send your arms behind you and connect them down to the ground if you can. From there, forearms are gonna be connected. We're gonna glide the forearms down the mat, really feeling this nice intense pec stretch, and then bring those arms to a 90-degree, reach them back up towards the ceiling. From there, arms go back behind you on the exhale, making sure that the rib cage stays knitting down. Then from there, forearms come down, elbows come close in towards your sides. You find a 90-degree, reach those arms back up. Keep going. We're gonna go for a few more of those. Just checking in here, making sure that pelvis is steady and stable. And we're really thinking deep abdominals here to make sure that when our arms are going behind us, our ribs aren't flaring up and we're not rolling around on that foam roller. We're staying nice and steady. Let's go for two more. Inhale through the nose, forearms come down, elbows come in towards the sides, 90-degree, one more here. And then from there, elbows come on in and then reach those arms up final time. From there, let's lower our hands down by our sides. And I'm just gonna get you to, right now we are in a neutral pelvis. So we've got that natural curvature underneath our low back. We're gonna take an inhale. On our exhale, let's think about drawing up through our pelvic floor. So think about just lifting up underneath our belly and scooping your ribs down, finding yourself into an imprinted pelvis. And then from there, inhale back to neutral, finding that space and curvature underneath your low back. From there, exhale, feel your lumbar, feel your low back massage down into that foam roller. And then inhale back to your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Keep going here. And inhale. Think about as you move through your bony structures, you're connecting rib to hip and using your abs to do so. And back to neutral. We're going to do one more. And I want you to hold that imprint and stabilize here. From there, let's take one leg up to a tabletop and then bringing your second leg up to a tabletop. We're going to take an inhale. We're moving into some toe taps. Let's inhale, tap the right leg down, only going as low as you can. Keep that imprint. Exhale, pull it up. Change that up. Inhale, left. Exhale, pulling up. Abs are staying connected and tight here. This is 4. Really focusing on that stability through the pelvis. 5. And let's check in with our shoulders. Make sure that they're not rolling forward on that foam roller. Your chest is open, collarbone wide. Let's go for 4 more. 4, exhale up. 3, maybe lightening into your hands. 2, maybe even just connecting with just a finger. Last 1, and then legs come together. We're gonna take an inhale, exhale. You're gonna send your right leg out long, only going as low, again, as you can maintain that imprint, and switch. And in. 8, let's see if we can go a little faster. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. From there, inner thighs connect, zipper up through that inner thigh connection, zipper up through your pelvic floor. If this feels too much, just stick with a single leg, but you're gonna take an inhale, exhale, reach both legs long, bring it back in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, those low abs are feeling the heat, 5, 4, if you're finding tension through neck and shoulders, don't go as low through the legs, 3, 2, and 1. From there, bring it back in, lower those legs down one at a time, and restore your neutral pelvis. Whew, good work, guys. Let's carefully roll off the foam roller. And then from there, we're gonna take it so it goes underneath our feet. So bringing it now widthwise on your mat, and we're gonna bring it so the arches of your feet are on your foam roller. Your bum is quite close to it. And then from here, coming again, lying down on your back, arms down by your side for now. We're gonna try and keep that foam roller nice and steady. We're gonna inhale, tuck the tail, roll through your neutral, roll through your imprint, and coming up and into your bridge. You're gonna take a nice big inhale at the top, and then from there, peeling your spine down one vertebra at a time, really trying to mobilize through the spine. And then let's do that again. Tuck, peeling up, reaching through those knees, opening up your hips. Nice big inhale, hold. And then from there, coming back down, articulating through the spine. Squeezing your glutes, feeling that opening. And down you go. We're gonna go for 3 more. Check in with your feet here. Make sure you're not rolling to the outsides or to the insides. You're trying to keep it pretty neutral. We've got 2 more. 2. One more, and then we're gonna hold at the top. So from here, coming all the way up to the top, can you hold steady, keeping that roller pulling in towards you? We're gonna go into a march. So you're gonna take your right leg up to a tabletop, lower that right leg down and switch, trying not to rotate through the pelvis. Let's go 8 and down, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. From here, peeling your spine down all the way. So if this next move is a little bit too much for you, you can do this with your hips down as well, okay? So if you find you're doing it and you're like, oh, no, too much, I'm just gonna bring my bum down to the mat and I'm gonna do the same movement with my legs. From here, let's tuck the tail. Let's peel on up back into your bridge. From here, you're gonna roll that roller out as you lower your hips down at the same time. Your bum does not touch if you're doing this lifted, it's just hovered. Then from there, you're gonna lift your hips and you're bringing that foam roller back in. Take an inhale, exhale, slow and controlled, roll the foam roller out. Your bum comes to a hover, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and bring that foam roller back up and in. Some hamstring curls. Do that again. Rolling out, lowering your bum down, squeeze your bum, lift your hips up. Let's go for 2 more. Slow and steady so you don't lose your roller. And back up. Oh, I got to adjust my feet here. 1 more time. Rolling out. And then from there, lift your hips back up and in. Let's articulate the spine all the way down, 1 vertebra at a time. Whew, good work, nicely done. Let's keep our roller and we're gonna bring it so it goes underneath our sacrum. So you'll know if this feels like it needs to be adjusted, but the goal is just on the sacrum here, so the small, just below your lumbar spine. You can have your hands grabbing onto the sides of the foam roller is fine. And then from here, we're gonna take your legs up to a tabletop. So we're just going to do a really nice stretch to start. So again, hands can be on the side of the roller or you can take them off. I'm going to take mine off. I'm going to grab my right thigh, behind my right thigh, and I'm going to let my left leg just reach away from my body and let it hang down. If the heel touches the ground, if you have that flexibility, totally fine. But still try and keep that left leg super heavy, and you're going to feel this really nice, deep psoas stretch all the way up through the front of your body. Nice big breaths here. This one's a good one. Opening up the hips. Hips should be staying squared on that foam roller, so not letting your right bum cheek come off. Let's go for a few more big breaths here. If you want to get a bit of a hamstring stretch, you could reach the other leg up towards the ceiling if that feels okay. We're kind of going to move into something similar to this when we do your scissors, but you can absolutely do that here if that feels okay. Nice big breath. Let's bend the right leg again, and then just take it over, cross it over your body, and get that glute stretch there. Nice big breath. So now your right bum cheek can come slightly off of the mat, and you're kind of rolling out that left glute as well, which feels really nice. From here, finding center, and let's switch that up. So you're going to reach your right leg away, adjust yourself if needed. Pull your left leg in, let the right leg go nice and heavy. Really try and straighten out, reach through those right toes. And then keeping that left leg pulling in. Take a few big breaths here. Big inhale, big exhale. Again, you can straighten out the left leg if you want to get a bit of your hamstring stretch here. Nice big breath. And then let's bend that left knee. And then from there, just crossing that left leg over your body, feeling that stretch through that left glute now. Nice big breath. Let's go for 2 more big breaths here. One more. Finding center. From here, hands are going to come back to the sides of the roller. And then we're going to take it so legs come back to a tabletop. From here, let's extend the leg to the ceiling. The legs to the ceiling, we're going to go into your scissors. So legs are straight, nice and long. We're going to take an inhale, exhale. You're going to travel one leg away from your body, travel leg one in towards your torso, and 2 pulses. 1, 2, and switch. And switch. And switch. Good. The pulse is happening on the leg that's coming on both legs. So the one that's coming in towards your torso, the one that's coming away, you're pulsing equally twice. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2, and switch. And just feel that nice, little bit of a deeper hamstring stretch every time you do that pulse, getting into that a little bit more of a fascial connection. 1, 2, and stretch. 1, 2, continue. I definitely feel myself when I do this. It's very clear to me that my left hamstring is a little tighter than the right. We're going to go for 4 more, and then we're going to go into your helicopters. 3, 2, and 1. From here, keep your left leg long, keep your right leg in towards you. You're going to circle those legs out and away from your body. 1 goes up, 1 goes down, getting my TRX, and then from there, continuing on in that direction. Maybe you'll hear your hips a bit. We shall see. Trying to keep those legs leaving your body equal distance. Again, no rotation happening through the hips. Let's do 1 more in this direction. You're going to keep that left leg on top, right leg at the bottom. And then from there, we're switching, circling out to that opposite direction. Good. Left leg comes up, right leg goes down. Keep going. The hips are going to be feeling nice and open after this. Let's go for 2 more. Keep that reach happening through the toes. One more here. And bringing it back. Good. From there, finding your tabletop, checking on in with where you are on that roller. We're going to start with our legs in a long line. We're going to go into our frog. From here, we're going to laterally rotate. You're going to hinge as you bring those legs up in line with your pelvis. Draw your feet down, connecting them, finding a diamond shape in between your legs. Hold this diamond, extend at the knee from there, flexing through your feet, circle down and around, bringing your heels back together, point when they come back in. Inhale, hinge up. From there, drawing your feet down into that diamond shape with the legs. Extend at the knees and circle down and around. Let's go for 2 more like this. Inhale, hinge up. Draw down, extend at your knees, circle down and around. One more time. Hinge, diamond, extend, circle, down and around, keeping your legs in a long line. Let's reverse. You're going to circle out to the side. From there, find your diamond as you bend the knees. Reach your legs straight up to the ceiling and then push down into that long line. Circling out to the side. Find your diamond, reach the legs up towards the ceiling, and down you go. Let's do 2 more. Out to the side, diamond, up to the ceiling, and down you go. One more time. Connecting my feet, reaching the legs to the ceiling, and lowering down to that 45. From there, bending the knees. Let's bring those feet back down to the ground, and then we're going to bring your feet so they come onto the foam roller. So let's bring our hands behind the back of our heads here. So feet are just on top of that roller, hands behind the back of your head, and then let's straighten out your right leg. Keep your left foot onto the roller. We're going to take an inhale as you nod chin to chest. Exhale, you're going to roll the roller away as you come up and twist towards that right knee, and then lower yourself back down as you extend your right leg long. From there, keep that going, twisting and lower down. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you control the way down. We're neutral through your pelvis because we've got that leg on your foam roller. And down, that foot on your foam roller. Let's go for 5 and lower. So we're going to speed it up a bit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's switch up your legs. So right foot comes onto the foam roller. Left leg is nice and long, hands behind the back of your head. Nod chin to chest. Exhale, flex up, rotate towards the knee, lower down, lengthen the leg. 9, 8, 7. Keep going. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And final 1. And then from there, coming on in. And then let's just come rolling up onto our side and then pushing on up. We're going to counter all of that flexion with some extension. So I'm going to get you to come lying down onto your tummies, and our foam rollers are going to go just underneath our forearms. Palms are facing in towards each other. From here, we're just hip distance apart. You can be parallel or laterally rotated, whatever feels best for the hips for you, for your low back. So from here, our nose is just hovered over our mat. We're going to take an inhale, and I just want you to think about a retraction of the scapula. So you're just going to exhale as you draw your scapula back and down, and then inhale, roll the roller away, and then exhale, shoulders draw down into opposite back pockets. Inhale, you roll that roller away. Let's go for 2 more. It's a very subtle movement. And last one. Next one, we're going to come into a slight extension. We're going to inhale, shoulders retract. Exhale, we're coming up and into our extension. We're going to take an inhale. Eye gaze shouldn't really pass the foam roller here. And then from there, down you go. Let's keep that going. Shoulders retract. Exhale up. Inhale, hold. And back down you go. Let's go for 8. So you really want to think about using your back extensors here to do this work. So if I were to ask you when you're up in your full extension, are you really dumping down into your lats and underneath your arms, or are you working through your back extensors? You'll know this if you tried to lift both of your arms up. Are you able to do that? We wouldn't hang out there too long, but if you can't, maybe just come down a little bit lower. Let's go for 6. Inhale and back down. 5. If you're feeling anything in your low back, again, maybe adjust your height, but also just take a little scan over your body and see how engaged your glutes are. 1 more. And then from there, lowering down just a bit. So we're in this nice long line. We're going to take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to hover left leg, right arm, and then lower down and switch. 9, 8, 7, 6, good work. 5, making sure your pelvis isn't rocking. 4, so this is about length, not height. So it's not how high can I get the leg, but try and feel this reach from the leg. 1 more here. And then from there, lowering yourself all the way down in space. Good work, nicely done. From here, let's just grab our roller. We're gonna come onto our knees, and we're just gonna go into a nice stretch after that. So we're bringing one hand on each side of our roller. I'm gonna get you to nod chin to chest, and you're gonna round your spine, flexing over, connect your roller to the ground, and then start to roll it out. Sink your chest down as your bum goes up towards the ceiling. Nice big breath here. And then from there, tuck your tail and stack and rebuild all the way up to tall. Let's do 1 more like that. Nodding chin to chest, flexing forward. Roll that roller away from your body. Bum goes up towards the ceiling. Chest sinks down. Nice big breath. And then from there, tuck and bring yourself back up to tall. Good work. Okay, from here, we're gonna take that roller. It's gonna come just in line with our chest. Tail is slightly tucked, abs are on. Let's actually bring it so it's in line with your pelvis to start. We're gonna take an inhale, and on your exhale, we're gonna be hinging back at the knees. So you're gonna be just leaning back, the roller goes up, and then from there, you bring yourself back, roller comes back in line with your pelvis. Exhale, hinge back, bring it up. So abs are working here, glutes are working. This is, again, a really nice way to open up the front of your hips and bringing it back. Let's go for 7. And bring it back. 6. Squeezing your glutes. So I am really thinking about that pencil in between my bum cheeks, that diamond, little diamond smugglers in here. So really think about engaging through those glutes to protect your back. Keep your ribs knitting down, not flaring forward. We're going to go for 3. 2 more. 2. Last one here. Good job. From there, we're going to take that roller just above the crown of our heads. We're going to go into some rotation. Taking an inhale, we're going to exhale as we twist to the right. Inhale, center. There's no hinge happening. We're just up nice and vertical here. Inhale back. Thinking about growing taller towards the ceiling. Let's keep going. Let's go for 5. We want to get our rotation, our flexion, our extension. After this, we'll be moving into some lateral flexion. We're really just trying to feel good through this movement and moving our body and our spine in all of its capable directions. Let's go one more to the left and then bring it back to center. Good job. Nicely done. Okay, let's do a bit of a mermaid here. So if this doesn't feel good where you cross, I have my foam roller to the right side of my body. My right leg is just tucked in towards my left thigh. And then from there, my left foot is back in space. I'm trying to get both sides of my sits bones down. Sometimes that's not possible. You can also cross your legs over one another, or you could just elevate yourself on something as well here if it feels quite tight through your hip flexors. So let's take it so. Right arm is on top of that foam roller. Left palm is facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, reach our left arm up. Exhale, thinking about lifting up through our rib cage, reaching through that left arm and going into that side bend. Make sure that your right shoulder is not creeping up. You want to keep this space, this length through the crown of your head. And then rising all the way up to tall, reach through the left arm and over you go. Nice big breath here. And then bringing it on back. Let's do 2 more like this. And then this one, I want to hold it. So from here, side bending, we're going to rotate, roll your foam roller in towards you slightly. Then from there, square yourself back off towards me as that roller moves back away. And then left arm comes down, good, roller comes back in. Let's go for 2. Think about swooping your navel up and in towards your spine. Abs are staying engaged. And up we go. Last one here. Rotate. Square off. And up we go. Let's take a counter stretch over to the other side before we switch our legs up. Again, you're thinking about lifting the ribs up and away from the hips. Nice big breath here. And then from there, bringing it back up. Swing those legs around and over to the other side. And then from here again, trying to get both sits bones down. We're going to reach that right arm up and roll away. And then from there, bringing it back up to tall as that roller comes back in. Keep it going. You guys should be feeling really good here. It doesn't take a lot of time to really move your body well, right? So this is not going to be a super long one, but it's effective and it feels really good. It's maybe a perfect video to throw on during a lunchtime break. If you're like me right now, my little guy is napping and I thought I'm gonna go and film a video and move my own body in the meantime, which is nice. Let's hold this next one. And then from here, let's rotate. Roller comes in just a bit. Square yourself off, rise up, arm up and over. Roll the roller in, abs scoop up and in, rotate. Square yourself off and up. We've got one more time just like this. And rotate and square. Good. Okay. I want to do one more thing here before we finish with just a little bit of rolling on our hips and our glutes. Okay. So this is going to be a plank with maybe possibly a bit of a pike. We'll see. We'll see how my own wrists are feeling in this one, but that's the plan. That's the goal. So we're going to bring it so your shins go up and over top of that foam roller. And then from here, hands are just down in line with your shoulders. And I personally want to turn my hands out just a little bit, but please do what feels best for you. So we want to keep it so your shoulders are set and then your chest is lifting away from the mat. From here, our knees are coming off of the mat. We're going to roll that roller out into a plank, pull the knees back in and roll back out and back in. Keep going. Let's go 8 and in, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keeping those glutes active, keeping your belly button pulling in, 2, and 1. Lower the knees down for a moment. Maybe give your wrists a little twirl. Maybe go into a little bit of a stretch. So turn your thumbs out, your palms down, fingertips facing in towards you, and just stretch out the wrists if you need to here. Take a nice big breath. Why don't we try for three pikes here? We're going to aim for it. Even myself, who knows how it'll go today, but let's do it together and see. So from here, you're going to take it so hands come back to where they were. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are set. Let's hover those knees, lengthen those legs out long. From here, we're going to take an inhale. You're going to exhale, pike your hips up as you pull that roller in, coming back to your plank. Keep that going. 2. And 1 more. Not my best, but that's okay. Knees come down, take a shell stretch. Reach through those arms, abs pull in. Nice big breath. Returning on up and in. Okay, so let's just go into a little bit of a stretch through the glutes, a little bit of a roll. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Really, this is your time with the roller as well. There's no perfect way to do this, but I'm just rolling down the side of my hips, just up and down, pushing through my legs, supporting through my one arm. You could bring both hands down if you wanted to. But I'm just rolling in and around the glute, coming back and forth, just kind of doing little circles at the hip. I'm focusing on right now my right side. And take as much time as you want with this. I'm going to move over to my left. Same movement, just up and down, moving through the hip area. Again, these are ones that you can come back to outside of this video and just roll on your roller. It feels so good. Honestly, we don't do this enough, right? So I'm just doing it to give you just a little idea, a little reminder of some of the things that you can do on your roller. But I definitely recommend doing this weekly. Let's do a bit of an IT band roll. Not everyone's favorite. So coming down onto your forearm, you're going to keep that bottom leg long. You can keep that top foot down, and then you're just going to roll up and down that roller just over that IT band. And again, you can kind of play with it. You can go forward a bit. You could go back a bit into your hamstring, but just rolling on that roller. Keep going here. Check in, make sure your neck is staying long. Don't drop your head. You're just going to create tension through the neck that way. Let's transfer on over to the left side. And here, moving down onto that forearm, bottom leg is long, top leg is bent. And from there, you're just rolling up and down. And you might find a difference from side to side as you go through this. Again, you can go a little forward, a little bit more to that lateral quadricep. You could be in that plank position, feet down, and really just roll out the quads if you'd like. But I know this one's not comfortable, but don't try and skim past it. One more. Good work. And then from here, let's just put our roller off to the side. We're going to do one more stretch in a lateral flexion, but let's just do it with our legs crossed here. So from here, hands down to your side, just fingertips tenting. Let's take that left arm up, inside bend over. Nice big breath. Then I want you to take that left arm. You're going to circle down. Feel like you're just gradually going up and over the ground in front of you, circling around. And as you do that, you bring the right arm up. Nice big breath. From there, rounding your spine, bringing that left arm up and over. Nice big reach. And again. One more. And last one over with that right arm. From there, finding center, clasp your hands behind you, open up your chest. You can push your hands down into the ground, opening up. Take a big breath. One more. And then from there, neutral spine. You guys have completed our foam roller flow. I hope your bodies feel really great. I know mine do. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening. You should feel well moved. And I look forward to moving with you all again very soon. In the meantime, take care of your bodies and hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.